Hello and welcome back to Terrorhand, and man, has it been a long time since last we saw anything from Terrorhand. Well, I must admit that on the surface things look rather the same as they did last time when we got here, but let me tell you that down under the hood things have changed. Now, it's been quite a while since I last recorded this, and it was because I was very busy in real life, so yeah, there's the reason for it, but I'm back and I at least got some time to get things done. Another reason why I couldn't record was because I had lots of things to do in game, and I will get to that when the moment is there. Don't worry, I got plenty of things to show you, but well, first things first. Those are the reasons why there was no video for a while. Another thing is that right now it's freaking 32 degrees in my room. So if you hear my ventilator spinning, yeah, minor thing, but yeah, that could be some background noise you're hearing. So all of the, well, side stuff out of the way, here we are in Terrorhand. It is exactly midnight at the first day of winter, year 20. Yeah, you got that right. It's not like we made a small jump. No, we've made like a giant leap. What? We made like a rocket launch in time, That's how big the jump is. I think it's quite easy that we made a jump which is like 30% or so of our total existence in game. Yeah, it took that long to get all the work done. But here we are, year 20. I don't even know when, what the time or the date was when we last left, but it wasn't year 20. I know that for sure. So, well, in those years, we've done lots of things, but not only us. Robopop also did a few things. He released a new patch, and, well, I'll quickly go through the things that the new patch, well, brought first. One thing he added, Robopop, is a new material, one that we can see over here when we take a look at the things. There, silica. It is a new material. We have 129 of it. And then basically, remember that the previous patch brought us new tiles and walls and all that stuff to work with? Well, right now, there was the ceramic walls and flooring that we could build. And, well, it was back then just made with clay. But right now, instead of just clay, it requires silica, coal, and clay. So, yeah, there's a lot more to it. And, well, last patch it was worth 0. Right now it's worth 20. One ceramic floor tile. It looks exactly the same, but yeah, there it is. This is new. We get this stuff by prospecting, so that's also where we got it from. We've been prospecting things, mainly lots of dirt. Because if we take a look at like this. Look, we only got 540 dirt clumps now. No more 13,000 dirt clumps. No, just 540. If we take a look at the stone, we only got like 1800 raw marble, 1300 bauxite, and close to 1000 serpentine. Alright, these are still quite big numbers, but this is manageable, it's workable. So right now, the game, this save game actually doesn't have that many items. Alright, it might have, it's still in the like 10,000s or so, but it isn't anymore in the 40,000s. So, and you do notice it in the performance. Performance is great, it's smooth, like milk and silk. So, yeah, pretty good, huh? Those years haven't been for naught. I know one thing, Nixus has been very busy. Now, another thing that the new patch has added is that right now, the way that stockpiles work have been changed. And if we take a look at a stockpile, say this one for example, this this is grape sperm, but you'll immediately notice, how in the freaking hell did I name this? Why? Oh yeah, it's grape seeds, of course. Great name, me. Well done, damage. But anyway, there's this new tab, transfer. And right now, what we can do is we can set stockpiles to draw from other stockpiles. So, say for example, we have here the big pile of grape sperm, but we want a small pile of grape sperm, like right next to the graveyard over here. Well, in this case, it's a bit, not needed, but say we would like it set up like that, we can then tell it to push goods towards a smaller stockpile over here, and we could then also tell the other one to pull goods from this one over here. And priorities still are taken into account, so the higher priority stockpile will still be dealt with first, but rather than just taking goods from which are not stockpiled, they can now also take goods from stockpiles themselves, which they didn't do previously, so this is a big improvement. However, it's kind of halfly implemented right now, because the the in development branch, as it's called, or the the PTR, that is, there are a bit more advancements in, like, now right now they can only transfer, move to and from, but in the PTR, Robobob is already integrating like thresholds, like when they will start pulling from other stockpiles and all that, so that, for example, which I think is very clever, say for example we need, we want to set a threshold of 32, happens to be the size of a wheelbarrow, to this stockpile, and when we do that, then the stockpile will only be filled if there is 32 space available in said stockpile. Might not make a whole lot of sense, but trust me, when that's in there, oh man, we can do so many things. And yeah, it's pretty good, pretty cool. I'm quite happy with it. It's a functionality that I've actually been wanting for, like, ever since I got a grip of this game, and it's there now. So yeah, it's also in Dwarf Fortress, I believe, but it's now also in Gnomoria, which is way more important. So, well, for the rest, we have been killing loads of mans, loads of ogres, goblins, and what have ya. And, well, I think right now it's only fitting that we take a look at our military. Because they are here and they've been killing so many things that if we take a look at the kill count, yeah, look at that, see? 150 mans right now. That's a lot. And if we take a look over here, 288 mans. So yeah, our military has been quite busy. Not only our, our physical melee military, our snipers too. If you take a look at your kills, look, see, you also killed a lot of stuff. No two-headed ogres though, because they, well, I don't think we can easily kill them with just stone balls, but yeah, they've been, they've been doing their thing, and yeah, it's all worked out great. So, well, that's it. See you next time. No, of course not. No, this is of course why, one of the main reasons why we had a big wait. That is that I have finished the construction of pretty much all the sleeping quarters. Well, finished, not completely finished. Then why are we here? Well, there's a reason for it. Right now it's winter. Just winter. Exactly winter. And as you can see over here in both the birch groves and the orangewood grove, there are no logs. It's not because they've all been stockpiled or anything. They're nowhere. We don't have any. If we take a look at the wood and we go to the logs, there, see, there's only 2 types there. That is a bit of an issue, since there is lots of stuff still left to build in those sleeping rooms made out of these woods. But in the winter, the trees don't grow, so yeah, we're kind of at a point where we've kind of stalled right now. Nothing's happening really, and well, I thought, let's bring you back right now. Otherwise, I'd have to wait a whole season, and just waiting a season, not doing anything. That's totally not Terrorhand style. We're always busy developing ourselves, becoming ever more mighty and glorious. So, now, without much further ado, I present to you the almost finished sleeping quarters. Look at this. Now let's zoom out actually. Look at this. Oh, wow. Right? Well, for me it's not like, oh, you know, I've been building these by hand. But, well, let's just go through them one by one, you know. First, these ones. These ones I built, on camera, so to say. So these are known. I think I also recorded the building of the white ones. These, you know, the one in the center. So these are also known. But then there's this one, the red one. I think it looks quite good, you know. Did mix it in with a little bit of copper and all that, and the ceramic, it just looks so good. But if I click on this, it says ceramic clay floor worth 0. So it's not like, you know, the new ceramic mechanics all of a sudden made this worth 20. No, it will always be worth 0. But any subsequent new ceramic thingies that we build, with the silica and all that, will be worth 20. So these are just there for, you know, just visuals, really. If we remove one of these walls, we won't ever be able to build them again, you know, a clay wall. But yeah, it's just for the looks anyway. So here we are, you know, pretty dark red. Well, how it turned out, but I quite like it, you know, applewood furniture and all that. Looks quite good, right? And well, if we lower the walls, this is how it looks like this. I do see though that I did forget to remove these torches. They're not supposed to be here. You didn't see anything. Anyway, here are the other quarters, you know, a bit of copper in there as well, and hey, crap. More torches. No, they're not there. You didn't see anything. There is no torch. Right, oh, they're also over here. They're everywhere. They're like a virus. But yeah, the one thing that I also need to do is the stairs, but I kind of forgot to do all these stairs, and well, since there is furniture and all that to build, and I want wooden stairs, at least in some sections, yeah, it's a bit of an issue. So I'll do that later, you know, in between videos. It's not that much work, but yeah, I quite like it. So yeah, these are these quarters, you know, the red ones. And when we go up, you know, I did mix it in a little bit. One thing that I found really cool was that I made like this mixed pattern square here, you know, with like the engravings that we can do. I think it looks especially good over here, you know, it's really like a prominent feature, almost like a carpet, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. For the rest, yeah, you know, if we go up one here, like I said, I did change a little bit. It's not like they're all the same, but definitely cool, right? And then a darker one on top over here, a really dark red. So yeah, it looks pretty good, huh? And well, if we rotate the view like this and we zoom out, you know, like this, what do we have here? I don't know, but is this red, white and blue? It happens to be the colors of some banner of some country. No, I think that can't be true. Must be a coincidence. Oh man, no, not. Anyway, I think that these look just gorgeous and they're freaking amazing. So yeah, then there are the other quarters over here. We'll start off with this one, a black quarter, you know, with black sleeping rooms. And over here, as you can see, I kind of went with the whole new tiling that we got with the wooden, what's it called again? Let's see, the wood paneled, I think it was. Oh, V-framed and cross-framed walls. You know, I just wanted to have it in there to see how it does. In the end, I must admit, it doesn't look so shabby, but I'm not a big fan of it. But, you know, I wanted to have it in here just so that I could see how it looks when it was done proper. Well, this is pretty much the best I could do with it, and one thing that I found really cool was the flooring over here. It really adds a sense of 3D, you know, with the carved floor and the wooden framed flooring. Thought that was pretty neat, but other than that, the walls, they just don't do it for me, but I'm not going to replace it or anything. I think these quarters look quite good though, you know, especially over here as well, with like a striped wooden thingy and stone over there. I think it looks quite good. And, well, as you can see, you know, there's a bit more of this. I also went with the statues, you know. These are not just the basalt statues. These are iron statues, and they're worth a lot. And, yeah, that's just to crank up the room value. These aren't, though. These are basalt. But in terms of coloring, I mean, I can barely see the difference, if any. So, thought that was pretty neat. And, for the rest, there's not much, you know, well, particular over here. Other than it just looks freaking good. I think that, you know, aside from the walls, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks freaking good. Especially the floor. I'm really, you know, when I saw this, I was like, wow, that's freaking amazing. So, yeah, cool quarters, huh? Let's move on to the green quarters, in which I tried to get a little bit of a more natural look. Now, as you can see, they're not completely finished, and I went with a birch interior here, and, well, since we're out of birch, yeah, we kind of have to wait till spring till all these things get finished, but, yeah, these are more like the, you know, the more nature-friendly thingies, you know, green, brown, yellow, and all that. These are the kind of like the colors that I wanted to go with. And the thatch, you know, it really looks a bit farm-like, but then with luxury. I mean, you know, freaking 4-poster beds, statues, dressoir, everything. So, looks pretty good, huh? Also, the log floors and walls, I think that just adds a touch to it. You know, so, yeah, I think these look remarkably good, and the green and all that actually looks pretty. You know, there's a lot of serpentine here, but it looks good. You know, I'm happy with how this came out. So, however, one thing that I also kind of need to do with all the quarters is to build a torch over here on the upper side. There's still shadows in the heightened ceiling part of all these rooms. That's because there's a torch missing. But again, as with the stairs, you know, it's a small thing, and I'll build those once it's spring and in between videos. So next time we come back, perhaps there will be torches there. So now, if we go further up, you know, there's not much. Well, I mean, there's variety in like how I did the floor and all that, you know, with patterns and whatnot, but it's more or less the same everywhere, you know, not exactly, but more or less. So yeah, moving on to the last quarters that I built just like a moment ago, really, the grey quarters. And over here I really tried to mix in, you know, a few different materials, like a bone as an alternative white, and now there's also a bit of basalt in there. I mean, white and black, in the end, it always makes grey. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty neat one. And yeah, these are not really that spectacular, but I do think they came out quite nice. So all in all, these are just, you know, the good quarters that you shouldn't be ashamed of. So now, well, we have the sleeping rooms more or less finished. The most important thing is, though, that in each of these quarters there's at least one bed. So what we're gonna do now is assign the quarters. Now you can see over here that when I mouse over, there are no quarters anymore. Why? Well, I removed them. And the reason for that is that I realized that if I just start assigning the quarters, like, you know, first this wing, then this wing, and then this wing, then, well, you know, we'll be like halfway through here, or perhaps somewhere over here, and then these two will be empty. And I don't want that. I want like an evenly spread fill in all the wings. So my plan, and I think it's quite clever, is to just give a floor. So we'll start with these two, then these two, then these two, and you know, we'll just move on to over here. Just, well, follow all of these. So yeah, that way there will be an even spread. And you know, once this is all finished and the gnomes go to bed and all that, you know, we will then see them just move all over the place, you know, because they all have quarters everywhere. So, yeah, we're going to assign them, but before we do that, there is an even more important thing that we need to do. Because if we take a look, you know, this is all big splendor, might and glory, especially the latter. And that hasn't gone unheard. No, the splendor in Terrorhand, you know, the unparalleled luxury has, you know, the tale of it has traveled, and it has reached the ears of some nomads. Yep, you got that right. In, you know, whilst I was building this, in between this video and the last, we got nomads, and not just one. No, we got multiple nomads. So I haven't named those, and well, you know, if we take a look at our population... Oh, no, before I do that. They came, of course, for the Kingdom's Worth, and I can imagine that there might be quite a few out there who are actually curious to it. So, here we go. Kingdom's Worth. Wow, it's almost 1 million. Almost 1 million, and that is without any piece of the Great Hall finished. Other than the tea, but... yeah, there's nothing there, you know. Well, of course there is the tea, but you know, there's no flooring, no furniture, no nothing. So, wow, almost 1 million. Right, now that's only gonna increase, of course. So, but anyway, yeah, the nomads, of course. So, nomads, huh? Let's see if I can find them again. I think it was Zio, Wick, Pepiton. Let's see, there were more. Yeah, where did I... why... oh, crap. Razzler, I believe. Yeah, Razzler. Crap. I should have named these right at the start and then write this stuff down. I didn't, so yeah. Crap. Now I'm paying the price here. Yeah, I think we had 4 in the end, so that looks about right. So yeah, 4 nomads, and well, as it happens, I have the list here present. So wait, hold on. Yeah, this is it. So I'm going to be renaming a few. Now, I've already given them professions, and right now we more or less have everything that we need. Except, well, what we could use is another brewmaestro. But really, aside from that, we do have every profession that we need, and in an abundance as well, you know. So there's plenty of miners. We even have a crew of builders. So those were actually quite needed when I was doing this. So we have loads of soldiers. Everything's covered. So, and therefore, from this point onward, any more nomads that we'll get, and believe me, we will get them. So, also, if you then want a gnome in the kingdom, you know, the list is always open. I can't promise on whether or not we'll get enough, but I'm pretty sure that we'll get at least a few more, because I know what I'm gonna do over here in the Great Hall. But, yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to be naming a few, and any future nomads that we'll get, I'll take a look at their skills, and whatever skills they're good at, that's what they're gonna become. So if we get military nomads, you know, soldier nomads, we will put them in the military. If we get woodcutter nomads, well, they'll be woodcutters. And if we get whatever else nomads, they'll be whatever else. So, yeah, that's the plan. Now, I'm going to be renaming them, so I'll see you in a moment. Alright, and we're back. Well, I named them. I didn't change anything to the professions, but of course I will introduce the new gnomes into Terrorhand. First, Joseph Fawkes. You are our latest artist, and already you've made quite a few things, I believe, because your artisanry skill, or whatever it's called, is already quite high, I believe. Hey, look at that, jewelry making 16, and you didn't came with just the jewelry making skill. And I don't think the stone, you did a lot of stone carving, but bone carving you did as well. Look, 17. So yeah, you're pretty good at that, though. Yeah, obviously you've been hauling more than you've been carving stuff. So I know you came in as a military gnome with a high hammer skill, but still. This is you! Welcome to Terrorhand, and I hope that you'll enjoy your stay here. So, Joseph Fawkes. Then, the next one is Neverknight, the Builder. And, well, this is it. Let's see. Let's actually see where you are and what you're doing. This is... Wait, what? What did just happen? Oh yeah, it's my broken scroll wheel. Yeah, my scroll wheel is broken, so whenever I move the mouse in an odd way, it will auto-scroll. But anyway, this is you, Neverknight, and these are your skills. Now, you are a builder, and you're look at your construction skill. It's freaking high already. So, yeah, that's you. Welcome to the kingdom, and I hope you will build many wondrous things. Well, I know you will, because there are many wondrous things to come. Then there is the other builder, also new to the kingdom, Prodego. Ah, man, where are you? Now let's find out where you are. This is you, with the green hat on. Welcome to the kingdom. I do believe you even have a beard. Let's see. We'll quickly check out your skills. Look pretty good, huh? Yeah, right. But I do want a better view of you. There you are. Grey beard, green shirt, green hat, carrying... What are you carrying? Are you gonna drink wine? Oh no, you're stocking the item. But you're carrying a strawberry wine. You like that, don't you? You're down there, right where the booze is made. And right you are, by the way. So, yeah, that's you. Welcome to the kingdom as well, Prodego. Now, there was one more gnome that I named, which is down over here. And it is Miksafor, the woodcutter. You know, a distant family of Miksavish, the one who died tragically resetting a trap. Tragic accident, man. We still miss him, but yeah, there he is. Miksafor, you know, distant relative, and he found his way into Terrorhand after he heard the many wondrous stories from his uncle, I believe. He told me uncle, but anyway, yeah, that's him, and he is a woodcutter because, well, no, his woodcutting is pretty high. Look, it's 39, and that's not because he's been in the kingdom that long. I do believe that this was the last nomad that I got, and he just came in with very high woodcutting skills. So let's see, where are you, Miksafor? I do want to see you. Ooh, you're sleeping in one of the quarters. You just claimed a bed and you were like, alright, this is mine. There you are, with a torch and a moustache. Ooh, bit of a French look, right? So yeah, those are the 4 nomads, and man, 4 nomads we got. I mean, Terrorhand is growing big and mighty, so that's pretty good. Now, we are going to assign quarters, but before we do that, we need to remove... Come on, mouse, you're not cooperating. We need to remove all the old ones, so we're going to do that. Because otherwise I won't be able to see which, you know, who I've assigned a quarter to. So let's quickly do that. Go on, and then go on, and go on, and go on, and go on, go on. Have I made any quarters anywhere else other than the military place? I do believe that there are. Down somewhere over here, and there are... I made some quarters, you know, as kind of like an intermediary mining station, like halfway down to the world core, I believe. Is that true? Is it? No, it wasn't over there. Oh, wait, yep, there we are. See? Oh, come on. Scroll wheel. Oh, man. Come on now. Really? Yeah, I need to buy a new mouse, really. I haven't done that, but I'll do that after this video, because already I'm sick and tired of this scroll wheel just budging it up. I don't think we've built any other quarters anywhere, so there. Now this is also, you know, just the advantage of a broken scroll wheel. You know, it can just keep on scrolling because it doesn't break itself down, you know. It's just like, it keeps on spinning, you know. So there, look. Anyway, I've deassigned all the quarters. we're now going to assign them. So, yeah, let's start out over here right now. I have assigned these ones already, so the worth of it, yeah, that's not that interesting, but we're gonna reassign them anyway. So, let's see. There. Yeah, this is going to be for Jack. Wait, how come you guys already got a quarter? Apparently, well, the fact that I have a quarter isn't that surprising, but apparently there is a quarter already there. Personal quarters. And those are alright. I don't get it. I must have hidden somewhere some personal quarters that I'm not aware of. Great. Herpaderp. Really? Where are these quarters? Where are these mysterious quarters that I'm not aware of? Oh yeah, by the way, look at this. Ogres who've gone water walking. Doesn't end so well. Doesn't work out for them. So, no. I can't even find these quarters unless they are the ones. It could be over here. Now this is for an ambassador. Yeah, there it is. Alright, you know what? I'll remove these quarters for now. Because these are the ones that they've claimed. The sneaky bastards. Alright. You are for an ambassador. That's alright. Those are my own quarters, very important. This is military. This as well. Military. That's alright. Military. Minka has 2 quarters. How is that even possible? And why is... I mean, I don't get it. Alright, this is all looking rather good. Something is very, very strange over here. Oh wait, hold on a second. You have quarters over here, in the farmhouse. A bit of a long and forgotten farmhouse. This explains a whole lot to me. I could keep them here, of course, these quarters, but no, we're not going to. We'll have to redesignate this at some point, but for now, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to remove them quarters here. Everybody's going to sleep with a view of the gorgeous Great Hall. So, alright. Well, with a bit of this distraction, yeah, look, see, now it all makes sense. So, yeah, alright, let's assign them. Jack, you got this quarters. Congrats. And let's quickly get back to quarter assigning. Then there is this quarter. It is going to be for Ronald Renier. Congrats to you, mate. Then the next one. Oh, wow. Worth quite a lot. It is for Mr. Fat Piggin. Congrats to you on a very luxurious and expensive quarter. Well deserved as well, I guess. One that's a little bit less worth, but not less beautiful, for Kruta. Congrats, mate. And then over here we got another one, worth more or less the same, for Mr. Fallout 340. There. Those are all our founding gnomes, by the way. I mean, they are at least 20 years old. that much is for sure. They've been with us for so long. Now, I do know that those areas are not part of it, and I will, you know, redesignate this once we got, you know, everything done, like literally everything, so that everything has its maximum worth. But for now, this is just for assigning. So, Sharktooth Gamers, a quarter for you, mate. Congrats. Ooh, the black ones. I'm pretty curious to these because the walls and all that are worth more. They're worth 20. What? Oh my good lord. Wow. Okay. Zach Farahany, you are a very lucky bastard, mate, because you got one of the most luxurious quarters so far. Wow. That one's worth a hell of a lot, man. That one quite a lot less. I guess that has to do with the statues. But it's for Cyber. Congrats on a quarter, mate. One well deserved for all the craftsmanship you've displayed. Well, and then we have one over here. Not worth all that much, but still a nice quarter for Infactum, and it's only gonna get worth more once the furniture is actually finished. So, yeah, I mean the worth doesn't say anything with these quarters because they're only like half done. But well. Let's see. This one is going to be for Heliolus. Congrats to you, mate, on a very nice quarter. Ground floor quarter as well. So, yeah, easy to reach. Then, over here, this quarter will be for... Have I skipped anyone over here? Nope, I haven't. Larry, I hate you. Also known as Larry. A quarter for you, and it's only gonna get even more worth. Congrats, mate. And over here, we have this quarter for Nixus. Our pro tinkerer, the brains of Terrorhand, and also the prospector, by the way. He likes to look at dirt and stone. So, right, next quarter then. Hold on a second, I can designate air? Really? Okay, apparently I've just designated the air as well. Let's see how this turns out. Oscar, this quarter is for you. Congrats, mate. No, the air isn't designated. I was worried there for a moment. I was like, what? How does that work? Alright. So, this quarter then? Let's see. Yeah, Ryan Ireland. A quarter for you. Second floor. Congrats, mate. One well deserved. It's well deserved for all our gnomes, by the way. So, we got Ryan one. Let's see. Rick Veenbergen. A quarter for you. Worth quite a bit as well. I mean, anything above 4k I consider to be quite luxurious, you know, worth quite a lot. I mean, it's a bit random, of course. Oh, another one worth quite that much. But, and it's going to Jober G. Congrats, mate, on a very nice resting place. So, and then here we have one for Max Sutker. One in the red quarter. You know, or in the red section, or wing, or I don't even know, the red block. Yeah, we're gonna call it blocks. I mean, the red quarter with quarters for the quarter. No, that's not gonna work. Awesome, you also got one in the red block, and I must admit that personally, I think the red ones look the best. It's just that, you know, it's also a bit of my color, this, but the brown, the dark, the orange, it just, you know, everything, it looks good. Everything is in the right place here, so pretty good, pretty cool. Then onto the black block. There. Wow, these are just worth so much more. It has to do with the flooring and all that, but yeah, all of the ones who have a quarter over here, they're pretty lucky. Like Kenzie924, for example. Congrats on the most luxurious quarter, the royal quarters. Yeah, it really has to do with the flooring, but that's alright, you know, not everybody's equal, not everybody has equal quarters, therefore. Skullmeister, a quarter for you, mate, congrats. And right, now these ones are of course half finished, even then, they aren't worth like next to nothing, so... Despite like half of the interior missing. It's for Flyabout. Congrats. Next quarter, even though there's already somebody sleeping in that quarter, we're still going to assign it. Let's see, who's gonna get it? Jonas... Is it? Yeah, I do believe it's Jonas. Jonas 3279. It's your quarter now, and I do wonder who's sleeping in your bed. It's a merchant. Alright. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the merchant doesn't really have a quarter, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I mean, this is for Terrorhand's gnomes. I don't want any merchants in these quarters, so we need to get some merchants' quarters at some point. But, well, first things first. First, assigning. Now, we were quite down in the list. Somewhere over there. Gunty, you got this quarter. Worth a crapload. And this is only gonna get worth even more because it's like half finished. So, wow. Lucky you, I guess, Gunty. Over here, let's see who's gonna get this one. Karnak Muller. Congrats on a quarter. Wow, and we're going up to the 3rd floor right now, so... that's actually only like halfway, and we won't be able to even fill out this floor. Yeah, we have plenty of space for any future nomads, and then some. Wow. And that is going to Bob Gay. Congrats, mate, on a very nice quarter, if I may say so myself. Next is for, let's see, Joseph Fawkes. New in the kingdom, and already you got yourself a quarter. I mean, you're Bob Gay's neighbor. I hope you'll get along nicely. Now then, next is a bit of a smaller room, but it's alright for Neverknight. I mean, you are new in the kingdom after all, so yeah, I think, you know, getting a quarter straight away, even though it's small, I don't think that's that bad. Prodego is your neighbor, and well, I think that right now it's going to be an easy guess who's gonna get this quarter. That is going to be Miksafor, and now I don't really know if everybody got a quarter. I do believe everybody has at least... No, I see, I forgot one. Yeah, it's because his name is ending with an L, you know, and these are all like just a vertical stripe. I need to give Jack Agile a quarter here. How could I forget him, of course? I mean, he's the one that had 2 quarters when I was deassigning. There, mate, congrats on a quarter. Now, let's see. Aside from Jack Agile, I do believe that everybody has a quarter right now, don't they? Yeah, so far it's looking quite good. I mean, might not be over here, but everybody has a quarter. Wow. Very nice, man. It's only been like 20 years overdue that we now finally have a proper place for all our gnomes to sleep and rest. Man, we're gonna reap the benefits from this. I mean, you've got to imagine that, you know, up here, where our previous quarters were, they were just dirt caves with a simple bed. Right now, they got freaking luxurious royal pimped out suits. So, or royal suites, I should say, not suits. So yeah, that's quite an improvement. Now, what's next, of course, right? I mean, well, aside from finishing off all the details over here, the next thing is not what you might expect. The next thing actually, you know, was inspired to me by the latest patch, which added like the, you know, this transfer option. And because we now have that, we can now get, you know, make a lot more complex systems for our whole logistics, you know, the whole moving of goods. And, well, you know, with these quarters, I must admit that our industry, it looks appalling. I wouldn't even call it industry, it looks that ugly. So, I think, you know, with the new stockpile changes in effect as well, that we need to do a complete overhaul of our industries. It will also, I mean, you know, that has 2 advantages in that, well, first of all, we're not working in dirt caves anymore. What else would we need, right? But second of all, when we have this overhauled, you know, and I'm gonna redo the layout too. So everything you see here right now is gonna get moved and relocated. And once we got that done, then, well, everything will go even faster. And believe it or not, I've already been thinking about it, and right now I'm looking at a diagram. Yep, I've been drawing, and yeah, you know, I got a plan. Oh man, if you were to see this though, it kind of looks like rubbish, but I know how I want it. And yeah, it's going to be very nice, very efficient, with enough storage capacity. I mean, this layout, you know, that we have right now is good. But what we're lacking is storage capacity of the things that bulk up quite quickly, like ore, like rock, like wood. So the new design has much better storage capacities and layouts and everything else in mind. So yeah, there. Now, that's going to be quite a job because, well, first of all, we have existing industries. And, well, you know, how I'm gonna do it and where what is going to be is a thing that I'll keep for next time when we play more Gnomoria. Oh, and by the way, before I end the video, if you want a gnome in the kingdom, you can get one, because there will be plenty more nomads to come. So, yeah, see you next time, and that, hopefully, will be next, you know, coming Sunday. I hope. But I can't exactly promise it. So, yeah, see you then. Bye-bye.